So what's going on? This is Preacher. So yesterday I got another call from a company from up there in Chicago, a carrier. They are looking for drivers, right? How they got my number, I mean, I don't know. I already had my old company that I was leased on to before. They already reached out to me about coming back and everything like that. They're looking for drivers. So, yeah, I know my friend, he had two companies, different companies than the two that contacted me, call him and his buddy. They looking for drivers. They're looking for drivers. They're looking for drivers, right? So, I mean, I know why they're looking for drivers because this non-domicile CDL thing that's going on. So that's why they're looking for drivers. And the ELP that's going on. So I can understand that that's why they're looking for drivers, because most of all their drivers are from the country or from another country. The majority of the drivers. That's how they are. So I can understand why they are looking for drivers. You know, and I was saying, like, nah. But I'm like, you know, if most of those companies, if they had a better reputation than what they got, you know, maybe they can find some drivers that will really go to them besides drivers that got bad records or they failed drug tests. You know, maybe they can get some drivers to go around there and deal with their mess, instead of getting drivers that have to go there because of the lack of options. Why they go there? You know, because the majority of the people who go there is because of the lack of options that they have. You don't find too many people who's going there and, you know, they got a good driving, clean record. They don't have no problems. No, most of the people that are going there are the young Thundercats that just got their CDLs and they ready for their own truck and they think they ready for the road. They've been out here 6-7 months. They done learned how to back up. They done learned how to bump the dock, and now they ready for their own truck. You know, you have those young Thundercats. Then you got the people who's in the ZAP program. You got people who got accidents on their license. You know, you got a couple of tickets. You got people who got a couple of abandonments. They quit some jobs. You know, you got people that go there for a particular reason why they go into these particular companies and things like that. So that's why these companies treat them certain ways, because they know a majority, I would say 75% of the people who go there because they didn't have problems before, right? And they got stuff on their records, whether past legal issues, ticket issues, drug issues, job to job, truck abandonments. You have those type of people, right? So when you have those type of people going there, and now the foreigners that was going there, and there was a lot of foreigners that was going there. I done seen people from some everywhere going there. You know, so when you looking at that, how many people that you see going there from different countries all the time, now they got a problem because they got that non-domicile CDL problem in the English language problem. So of course they're gonna be looking for drivers, but who's gonna be ready to just run and go there? You know, besides the people that got these problems. Those are the only people that I foresee probably trying to go there. But they calling people to see if they wanna come work for them. I'm like, no, thank you. You know, I work for myself, so I'm good. Working for myself. You know, it's like I'm really good. I'm okay. And I also noticed in that particular area that the loads are paying a little bit more in that area. all the way around the Illinois area, all those states that surround the Illinois area, they are paying a lot better. Maybe they paying a lot better because those companies that really get those loads from that area and stuff are those Chicago companies. And when they have lack of drivers, lack of trucks out there, they don't have that many trucks because they scared. They scared they finna get arrested. They scared that they gonna get detained. So they don't have the capacity that was taking all those loads. So especially those brokers, because before trying to get loads and stuff for the brokers, oh, I can get this load moved for this all day. That's all you used to hear all the time. Oh man, no, that's crazy. Why would you do this? I said, why would I want to take this load for less than this for? Well, I can move this all day. I'm like, well, if you can move this all day for that, well, you go right on ahead, but I can't move for that. You know, I can't. But again, when you trying to compete against these people who's getting these loads and for dirt cheap, it makes it harder for you when you trying to make sure you operate within your business needs in the amount that you need to operate your business efficiently. You have that, you know, so it's one of those type of things. So maybe this is going to be turning out okay because of the fact that you're going to be able to get loads that's going to be paying a little bit more money because they know that they're going to have to pay you a little bit more money than what you was getting, than what they normally was getting for this load, because the people who was getting these loads for that amount, those amount of people is going down. So it's not going to be that many people who's going to be getting these loads for that cheap. So they probably starting to see that now, so they got to raise their price because they're not getting those takers. They're not calling and saying, yeah, I take this load for that, or I take this load for this, or I take that load for that. You know, they're not getting those people no more. So they have to pay. And then when you calling these brokers, they asking me, do my drivers speak English? I'm like, yes, my drivers speak English. Are you sure they speak English? Because the shipper do not want a non-English speaking person coming there. I was like, yes, I'm positive my drivers speak English. You don't have that to worry about. You know, so I'm getting that a lot from brokers as well. So now the brokers are starting to see. I guess because they starting to see these loads getting held up because these trucks is getting towed now, and they actually are putting them out of service. And I'm guessing the only reason why your truck is getting towed is because the company have not paid the company fine, and they're not sending a driver to pick that truck and that load up. That's the only reason why these trucks are getting towed. So if you've seen a lot of trucks getting towed at these weigh stations because of that, those are the two reasons why. The company didn't pay the company fine, and then they don't have another driver that's going to come and pick the truck up to go ahead and move the load. So now I can understand why these brokers is trying to make sure that you have somebody that's going to be able to do it, because they need to still get the product there to their customer. So they got that responsibility to where that they have to get the driver, make sure that the driver speak English, all because of that. You know, I mean, so you see a lot of that going on. So maybe that's why the brokers around that area is offering a little bit more than what they was offering before. Who knows, man? I mean, you don't know the reasons why, but at first you wasn't seeing any real change, but now in certain areas you're starting to see the change. Now, I'm not saying that the prices are going up all over the place, but I know the prices is going up around the Illinois area. I can tell you that much. It's going up around the Illinois area. The Indiana, closer to Illinois and everything, is going up. I can tell. I know that for a fact, because when I'm booking loads and I'm picking up loads from like around there and heading back to Florida, get those loads for $3,000, $3,200 now. You know, I was getting them for 25, 26, sometimes 28, but now 31, 3,200 all day long now. You know, because now you got, they don't want to get those loads to the people from up there, and plus they know going down into Florida, you gonna get checked. You gonna get checked going down to Florida, no matter what. So yeah, I'm just seeing this stuff going on, and I'm just like, wow. So I can see why those companies, because they're companies, they still want to make money, right? The companies still want to make money. So if the company want to make money, they gonna need drivers to do these unloads, because they know they other people's are not doing it. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. You know, I'm just rambling about the companies calling me and my friends. You know, 'cause we talk. So I'm just rambling about that. But y'all let me know in the comments. I got to fill up my truck now. Y'all take it easy.